Okay, welcome back guys. So carrying on from where we left off, we're going to do texture in the eyes. So I would so below this eye texture, I'll create, let me just duplicate this eye texture. I'll drag this down and then this eye base. So this will be like the base texture of our eyes. So we'll remove the texture that was in there, the opaque the opaque something like around there should be fine. Okay, let me let me put this. Yes, this is in the right place. Yes, let me do something like this. I'll drag this. I'll create another copy. Okay, so I'll just bring this back. I just brought this back down, this eye base layer back down. So now I'm having an issue in here, so I'm going to use my ZBrush. You see how the part is not affecting this part, so I'm just going to paint that in. So I'm going to paint that in again. Let me just isolate this. So I just kind of paint this off. Just paint around. I'll go to the other side. Okay. Yeah, it should be affecting the other side already. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to go back in here, and then I'll just pick the color from this skin tone here and just paint around the model on the corners also. So I'll create a new, I'll just duplicate this, Ctrl D. Okay, and I'll just pick the color tone from here, so around there should be fine. I'll fill this with black, so I'll push this towards the red a bit more. Then I can just paint around this, something like this. I'll do the same around here also. I'll take down the brush size. I'll paint underneath like so. I'll do the same thing for the top part. Like this should be fine. So I kind of go a bit aggressive, closer to the edge. And do the same thing here also. Then I can isolate this map and just go all red at the back. Something like this should be fine. Okay. Then I'll just do a slight blur. Okay, let me duplicate this layer, and then I'll push this more to the red. Push this more to the red. I'll create a black marks for this, and I'll just paint more redness at the corner. just to blend the colors back in, something like this. And I'll just take down the opacity. And for this also, I think I'll just add this light blur filter to this. I'll add the filter. I'll add the blur filter. Something like this should be fine. Now take down the opacity somewhere around here, should be fine. Seems like we need more of this, so let me just take down the flow and just kind of paint around. And I'll go down a bit more and just paint over here like so. Okay, this should be fine. Now just take that layer down like so, should be fine. Okay, then I'll need to add some veins, some reddish veins around the eyes. Need to add some reddish veins around the eyes. So I'll duplicate this layer. I'll make this more reddish. Like so, should be fine. I'll add the black marks. I'll add the black marks to this. Then I think I'll just use a fill layer. Add a fill layer there. And I'll use the marble vein for this. Marble veins. You can see we already have something in there. And make this more visible. Okay. Probably take down the scale. Let me put this around 2. Then we need to add some height information to this. So let's add some height information to this. That's too much. Somewhere around here should be fine. Then I would add a paint layer. Hit X on the keyboard to invert that. And I will use a soft brush. I use one of those default brushes. This hard brush should work just fine. I'll just do like a stamp around this to erase those veins. And then for the height, I will just take this down like so. I'll go to the color, base color, and I'll take this down some more. I think somewhere around here should be fine. Yeah, something like this should work just fine. Yeah, something like this should work just fine. Yeah, this will work. So now the next thing we need to do is to give the outer eyes some more or less like a glass material on top of it. give that a glass material, and then we will check how that is. So I'm going to go to outer eyes. I'll turn on the outer eyes, select that. Now come in here. I need to change the material preset. I'll change this to, I believe it should be this alpha blending. Yes, this one. So with this now we can, I'll come in here and I will add an opacity channel. Then in here I'll create a new fill layer. I'll turn the reflection all the way. We want to be very reflective. Metallic also, I'll drag that all the way up. Then the opacity, I'll just think somewhere like this should be fine. I'll kind of blur out the reflection just a bit. Just blur out the reflection like so. Okay, I think this should work. Then I'll just copy this. I think I'll copy this channel. Copy this layer rather. Let me just name this glass. I'll copy this channel. I'll go to the meniscus. I'll select that. I'll paste this in here. Paste that layer in here. Then I'll just add an opacity channel in here. Then yeah, I think that should work. Yeah, that'll work just fine. But I'll just blow it a bit to look more like water. So now we have something like this now. Okay, I think I'm going to do something for the inner eyes. I want to make the inner eyes feel more interesting. So I would on top of everything, I will create a new layer. Fill that with black. And I want to kind of pick this yellowish tone. Let me come closer. Let me hit C on the keyboard. Let me hit C on the keyboard, and I'll use this to kind of grab the colors I need. More of a brighter tone. Then I can do something like this. I will go to generator. I'll use the curvature. I'll use the curvature generator max. Then I'll group this. I'll add a black max to this. So now I can just use this. Let me use another brush. Let me use the smooth brush. I'll take this down. Then I can just begin. Sorry for the background noise. There's some vehicles behind my building. Okay, so I'll just begin to just start painting in some of those bright colors in, like so. So I'll just go around and just paint in some of those colors. I think the flow needs to go down a bit. Something like this should be fine. So I'm just using the curvature map to kind of paint in some bright colors. So if I zoom out like this, you should have something like so. Maybe I'll just duplicate this. Let me duplicate this layer. Okay, this layer, and then I'll use a brighter tone to this. Let me use, I don't want to use a color that is too far from the colors we already have on the model. Let me pick the same color again, then I'll just brighten things up. Okay, and I'll use the black marks again. Generator, I'll drop in the curvature map in there again. So now we have something like this. I'll start by hitting the X key and erasing. Let me drop a paint layer in there and erase most of it. Turn this back on, then I can paint back in some of this. It's X on the keyboard. Let me take this down. Take this down also. Okay, I think that should be all. Now from a distance, it feels more lively. Feels more lively from a distance. So if I should, let me just drop in the shadow in here. Probably try a different light setup. Use a different light setup for this. Okay. I think I can work with this. And I'll use show all. Then I'll just save this file. I think we're done. And I'll just do a test render for this and see how this turns out. Now the materials for the glass is not as realistic as it should be, but it's just like a placeholder to just kind of have a feel of how everything will look like when rendered in Arnold.